Hi, I'm Rudy Winston, and I'm honored to introduce you to the Canon EOS R3 camera. Unprecedented levels of Canon shooting speed, AF performance and capability, and low light proficiency make the EOS R3 a go-to camera for applications such as nature and wildlife, events, weddings, fashion, and of course, sports and action, especially motorsports, as we'll see in a few moments. A completely new 24.1 million pixel back illuminated stacked CMOS sensor designed and produced by Canon provides vast increases in operational speed. That translates directly into benefits such as blackout-free viewfinder shooting, far less rolling shutter distortion in still and video imagery, up to 30 raw images per second with electronic shutter, and the highest levels of AF speed and performance yet in the Canon EOS R system. Speedlight shooting is also possible with electronic shutter active. In fact, the EOS R3 is designed primarily for electronic shutter operation, although mechanical shutter and first curtain electronic shutter are possible as well. The Canon EOS R5 and R6 cameras have revolutionized wildlife and action photography and video recording with their incredible AF systems. The EOS R3 builds upon that legacy with even greater subject recognition and eye detection AF capabilities for people and animals, and it adds a whole new chapter with vehicle detection, primarily for cars and motorcycles, especially in a motorsports environment. And for open cars and motorcycles, spot detection lets you concentrate AF upon a detected driver's or rider's head instead of the vehicle itself. Working hand in hand with this outstanding subject detection capability is new AF tracking capability. The EOS R3 can detect any of these subjects and from there follow them not only toward and away from the camera, but laterally or up and down throughout the entire available AF area of the frame. And you don't have to be set to whole area AF to have this revolutionary tracking potential. Even with a single AF point active, if the subject detection system recognizes a subject elsewhere in the frame, it's ready to grab it and begin tracking it as your selected AF point nears the subject. In many cases, even with challenging subject movement, you can simply have a subject somewhere in the frame, begin shooting, and the EOS R3's AF will latch onto it. This focus tracking technology has evolved the R3 into truly autofocus. The final autofocus gem is the EOS R3's Eye Control AF feature. For some, this will be the fastest way to put an AF point where you want it in the frame. Once it's calibrated for your eyes, just look in the viewfinder where you want to focus and press the button for AF activation. The body and chassis are entirely magnesium alloy, but this camera is substantially lighter than the EOS 1D models, and for most it will even be more comfortable to hold for long periods. Weather resistance matches the EOS 1DX Mark III. Equally significant, it uses the same high-performance Canon LP E19 battery pack as the EOS 1DX Mark III cameras for great battery performance in a mirrorless design. The same optical type smart controller as on the EOS 1DX Mark III doubles as the AF on button, and the R3 likewise has a fast, positive 8-way multi-controller for fast AF point movement, menu selections, and so on. Several rear buttons on the left side are illuminated for positive operation even in very dark areas. The EOS R3 is the first Canon camera with this level of body strength and weather resistance to have an articulated vari-angle LCD screen. It's the highest resolution LCD screen yet on an EOS camera with 4.15 million dots. Finally, a new multi-function accessory shoe can accept speed lights and also provides direct contacts for a host of new camera-powered accessories, from a digital microphone to a smartphone holder. If you frequently work in low light levels or shoot moving subjects, you simply must experience the EOS R3. From its images to its handling and blazing operation speeds, it's a whole new level of full-frame mirrorless from Canon. Look for our series of additional videos to explore specific features of the EOS R3 in more detail. For Canon USA, I'm Rudy Winston.